celebrating 50 years of the Stockholm Conference, where the slogan of Only One Earth was first initiated. Bamla Foundation also has completed 25 years working relentlessly towards this goal, and I think both these initiatives certainly deserve the highest accolades and praise. I'm also very grateful to the leadership of the United Arab Emirates for giving the India Pavilion a pride of place at the World Expo 2020 in Dubai. I don't know whether you are aware that we have had one of the highest footfalls of any pavilion so far. 1.2 million visitors at the India Pavilion at the World Expo. And I hope you've been able to have a walkthrough at the pavilion, because it's a perfect example of bringing sustainability into action. It's been constructed on principles of water and energy conservation, and we are focusing on recycling in a big way at the India Pavilion. I would also like to congratulate my colleagues who are managing the India Pavilion for hosting a wide range of discussions around biodiversity, wildlife conservation, climate action, emerging opportunities in renewable energy, and the like. Ladies and gentlemen, sustainability comes naturally to all of India and every Indian. From Makar Sankranti, whether it's Pongal or Bihu, innumerable examples of festivals, rituals, songs, and myths that celebrate the gifts of Mother Earth. I recall a statement that Gandhiji had once made, and if I may quote, "The earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed." And I think that is what we all have to be cautious about. As a signatory to the Paris Agreement, the Modi government has walked the talk on green energy. We are probably amongst the only G20 nations which is well on track to achieve the goals that we had taken upon ourselves, our intended nationally determined contribution at the Paris conference. Our installed non-fossil energy capacity is the fourth largest in the world today, having grown by 300% since Prime Minister Modi took charge. We are today at over 150 gigawatts of non-fossil based energy, renewable energy capacity. Our solar energy tariff is amongst the lowest in the world today, 2 rupees and 14 paise. That's less than 3 cents per kilowatt hour of solar energy. We have implemented many significant programs on sustainable and green energy front in the last few years. In fact, one of our notable initiatives was the conversion from incandescent light bulbs to LED lighting, where we are probably the world's largest in terms of rollout of LED bulbs across the country. In fact, many other countries can learn from India's example. And very often, I joke that today, if you want to find an incandescent bulb, the old lattus that we used to have in our home, you'll probably have to go to an antique store. You won't find it in a commercial store anymore. And that has saved the country probably $6 or $7 billion, 40,000 crores of energy consumption and therefore energy bills of our consumers. It has helped us save nearly 80 million tons of carbon emissions every year, and has helped us contribute to the global effort in making the world a safer place to live in. Prime Minister Modi, while reinforcing our commitment to climate action at the COP26 in Glasgow, Scotland, earlier or a few months ago, gave five panchamrit, five nectars of five elements on which India will focus. One, we hope to achieve our non-fossil based energy capacity of 500 gigawatts by 2030. It's one of the most ambitious programs that any country in the world has embarked upon. Two, we hope to have 50% of our energy requirement by renewable energy by 2030. Three, we hope to reduce our carbon emissions by 1 billion tons by 2030. Four, we hope to reduce our economy's carbon intensity by 45% by 2030. And finally, we are hoping to achieve net zero by 2070. For a developing nation, friends, it's a very, very ambitious target. But we are committed to it, and with the support of all of you and with well-meaning foundations like Bhamla Foundation at the forefront of this effort, with well-meaning individuals like Sunilji, Amritaji, and all the other distinguished colleagues on the dais, off the dais, we are committed to achieving these very, very transformational goals. Our vision for development is based on 5 P's: people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnership. And therefore, while we are proud to be one of the fastest growing economies in the world, we also hope to become one of the fastest growing green economies across the planet. And this kind of commitment, as Mr. Sunil Shetty said, comes from within, comes from the heart, and it comes very naturally to every Indian. I'm also delighted to share with you that Indian industry has also taken very ambitious goals towards this end. Our budget, both last year and this year, and the Atmanirbhar Bharat program, including our production-linked incentive scheme, are efforts in our direction towards becoming self-sufficient, Atmanirbhar, and also a testament to our commitment towards a sustainable future for India. Whether it is sovereign green bonds to provide adequate funding for our program, or the solar production linked incentive scheme, we have worked, or even our effort to promote the hydrogen economy. All of these are steps in a direction towards net zero 2070. The National Hydrogen Mission that we have embarked upon aims to reduce the cost of hydrogen to 50%, bringing it down to half. And we hope that we'll soon have hydrogen vehicles also on the road, just like we are promoting electric vehicles. I can clearly see hydrogen as the fuel for the future, and I'm sure all of us will work collectively towards making this a grand success. As a leading agri-producer, we are also taking significant efforts to promote biofuels. Now sugarcane and food grain waste are being converted to ethanol in a big way. Ethanol blending program is also making rapid strides. It used to be less than 1% when we came into government. This year it will be between 9 and 10%. And in the next 2 years, we hope to take it to 20% blending in petrol, which will reduce our dependence on imported crude oil. It will also make our petrol vehicles more sustainable or more conscious about the environment and will support our efforts towards net zero by 2070 in a big way. Friends, the government is also committed to waste to energy programs and converting our waste to wealth, something that Asif Bhai has also been talking about relentlessly on many platforms. As India has the highest number of livestock in the world, we are hoping to use our livestock waste to produce energy in the days to come. In fact, very recently, a few weeks ago, the Honorable Prime Minister inaugurated our largest bio-CNG plant in the state of Madhya Pradesh. As the Prime Minister said, and I quote, "The world is witnessing depletion of all types of natural resources. In such a scenario, the circular economy is the demand, the need of the hour." Following this direction, we are focusing on the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, towards which we are taking several initiatives, and Swachh Bharat has truly in our efforts to promote converting waste to energy or waste to wealth and ensuring a clean India and a green India. We are also eliminating single-use plastic during the course of this year, unclog our drains, save our oceans and our seas, and make India a safer place to live in. In fact, we are promoting a number of startups. We have over 5,000 startups registered with us today who are working on sustainability. We have seen nearly $2 billion flowing into climate tech startups in the last few years. I would like to compliment all the award winners for the good work they have done, Mr. Vikram Shroff, Mr. Rohit Kochar, and Mr. Raj Shetty, all of whom have been working towards sustainability. I have been seeing the work that was presented before me of all the 3 awardees. I'm delighted that Vikram and his company have focused on helping our farmers towards natural farming, along with better quality of chemicals, which can save the planet, save the earth, reduce the soil degradation, and help farmers double their income. I'm also happy to see the good work that Rohit Kochar has been doing in the legal framework around sustainability, and I'm delighted to see Mr. Raj Shetty working towards promoting sustainability in the over 52 properties that he has developed all across the Gulf region. Friends, I would like to support your initiatives, the initiatives of all the distinguished panelists who are with me on the dais, of all the well-meaning friends who have assembled at this very important program at the Dubai Expo. And towards that end, may I conclude by a call to action to all our climate warriors on 3 fronts. 1, we need to decouple growth from carbon emissions. We need a greater industry participation and investment in renewable energy, hydrogen or electric promoted vehicles need to be given a thrust, and the market needs to see affordable renewable energy sources, affordable renewable energy driven automotive vehicles, and that, to my mind, can significantly reduce carbon emissions. Number 2, we all have to adopt climatepreneurship. With entrepreneurship, we need to take climate as a goal and promote climatepreneurship and make this a mission. And startups are doing some wonderful work in this direction. In fact, the very well-known and respected Steve Jobs had once said, and I quote, Let's go invent tomorrow instead of worrying about what happened yesterday. Number, and I think the 21st century inventions can bring a new dawn of climate justice, promoting newer and better ways in our daily lives. Number three, in this I support Mr. Sunil Shetty. Such initiatives must start at home. Each one of us has to accept this reality. Each one of us has to work towards this from our heart until we start bringing sustainability in our daily lives. Unless we replace plastic with paper, plastic cups with cooler, we start using sustainable products in our day-to-day life. Organically produced food grains, naturally farmed products, unless we get a better value, I don't think we'll be able to truly make even our agriculture sustainable. Friends, we all have to work together, we are all in it together. Today, the need is for us to take lifestyle for environment, life, as the Prime Minister had said, forward as a campaign. Let's preserve Mother Earth to preserve humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. There's a big round of applause for this wonderful speech, guiding the nation, guiding the entire the community coming together and working for better sustainability in India. Now, I would request Mr. Bamla ji to come here and say, along with Seher Bamla, actually, the youth head of the Bamla Foundation, to please come here.
Thank you, Piyush ji. Your words of wisdom have always been a source of inspiration and encouragement to us. And I still remember 6 years back when on our World Environment Day, you had come to this August gathering on our function at the Carter Road, and where you exhibited your views with our Member of Parliament Poonam Mahajanji, and I remember from there we took off with a much with greater speed and zeal. And this year we are happy, we are thankful that this pavilion has given us a chance to exhibit our thoughts for the second time, because again the theme of this is on sustainability. I thank you, Gunveena Chadha ji, Piyush ji. She has been very helpful. A very big round of applause for Gunveena Chadha ji, our Mrs. Mrs. Tadu Mamu, who is representing the Indian consulate. Also, thank you very much for supporting us. And Piyush ji, there couldn't be a bigger or a greater global platform than the pavilion, where you have the conglomeration of all the countries, where you have the conglomeration of everybody to assemble here under one roof. And the way the government of India, and especially you as a leader, have amplified to take the views of India, the thoughts of our honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi ji, via this canvas, this platform, is something which is unimaginable. Of course, you've always been a visionary, and we've always been staunch admirers of the beautiful and the exemplary support you've always given. I today publicly would like to request and invite you for the 5th of June. I know it's a long way. I shall come to your office and invite you officially this time, because last 2 years we couldn't do it at Carter Road because of the COVID restrictions, but we're hoping and praying to God that things get better, and we have a vast and a large campaign of Only One Earth launched with of the campaign of the United Nations Environment Program to be launched with our Honorable Minister Piyush ji. Thank you so much, Piyush ji. Appreciate. Thank you, ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being online. And on behalf of Vicky and I would especially thank Gunveena ma'am and Shefali ma'am for supporting and giving us this platform. And I would request someone who's been